How are you doing? My name is Dr. Sami Baya. Please welcome back to my YouTube channel. 20 ways how narcissists treat their exes or old supply horribly is the title of today's episode. Please spare a second or two and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you haven't yet subscribed, I don't know you, or I may not know you, but maybe what I know about you is that you could be watching this video and maybe you have just broken up with your narcissistic partner and can't seem to stop thinking about them. Let's face it, walking away, going no contact, and closing the door on your relationship with a narcissistic ex-partner is one of the most difficult things to do and emotionally draining challenges that you can ever face in your life. Going zero contact with your ex-narcissist is not a piece of cake. You may find yourself still missing your narcissistic ex despite you knowing at the back of your mind that the relationship was destructive and unhealthy. And to make matters worse, you may be wanting to get back together with your abusive narcissistic ex, even if you are very well aware that they treated you horribly when you were together. Now, the $10 million question is whether your ex-partner will treat you any differently now that you're no longer together. Keep watching this video if you want to find out how narcissists treat their exes, in other words, their old supply. At this juncture, let me remind you to subscribe to my YouTube channel as a way of supporting the growth of my YouTube channel, and make sure you hit the notification bell so that each time I upload a new video, you get notified about it. Word has it out there that Dr. Sami Baya YouTube channel is among one of the best YouTube channels as far as this content of narcissistic relationships are concerned. Now, 20 ways how narcissists treat their exes. Number one, they'll try to become friends with their exes. One way the narcissist will treat their ex is to remain friends. The narcissists want to be friends with an ex because keeping the door open for sexual intimacy is a top priority for them. Like a stalking cat, the narcissist waits till their ex is vulnerable and then pounces. The narcissist will want to contact their ex when they please. They may want to use their ex as a flying monkey or shoulder to cry on, but their number one objective is to keep their ex as a source of narcissistic supply. They'll claim that they don't want any drama, and they will insist that they want to be friendly about things moving forward. By stressing to you that they only want to stay friends, the narcissistic ex is actively leaving the door open to hoover their ex back whenever the need arises. Their sense of grandiosity and superiority means they believe that they can restart relationships whenever, regardless of what has happened. The narcissist will try and convince you that there is something wrong with you for not staying friends. They'll try and convince you that your friendship could be perfect, that you might not have worked out as lovers, but you'd sure make the best of friends. They'll use this opportunity to batter you up and tell you how awesome you are, that they're still in love with you, and if you can't be lovers, they'll settle for just friends. Hey, I'm here to tell you that don't fall for it. Remember, pursuing the friendship route is easier on the narcissist egos than total rejection. Number two way how narcissists treat their exes is the narcissist jumps in and out of their exes' lives and they come and go as they please. Narcissists love to keep their exes on their toes by regularly disappearing and ghosting them and suddenly reappearing and coming back in their exes' lives. At certain times, they'll bombard their ex-partners with messages telling them how much they miss them. And at other times, they'll give them the narcissistic silent treatment for several days, weeks, or even months. The instability they inflict on their partner means they remain in control by choosing when to communicate or when to be together with their ex. The narcissist wants their ex to be their backup partner. When things go wrong with their new catch, their new supply, they want to know that they can come back to their ex, that is their old supply, until they get another catch. The number three way how narcissists treat their exes. They may wreak havoc on your future relationships. The narcissist may use their position as your friend to wreak havoc on your future relationships. They will intrude on your time and lack respect for any romance you try to form with someone else. Their behavior may include telling your new love interest false or negative stories about you. They may call or text you excessively when they know you are on a date. They will badmouth your new relationship with your friends and family. When you confront the narcissist about their behavior, they may gaslight you and deny that they have done anything wrong. They may also try to gain sympathy from you, reminding you that you left them hurt and alone. Number four way narcissists treat their exes is that The narcissist is desperate to retain or regain power and control. So they often use the children as pawns and weapons because they thrive in the spotlight. The family court system becomes their stage. And when we are dealing with a family court system that is uneducated on the dynamics of narcissism, then it becomes a recipe for disaster. Number 5 way narcissists treat their exes. They'll play mind games. Narcissists are well known for playing mind games because they help to reinforce their hold over their current or past victims. They'll resort to feature faking, triangulation, blame shifting, projection, gaslighting, smear campaigns, and love bombing to keep their ex under the thumb. Number 6 way narcissists treat their exes. They will try to maintain control over you. A narcissist also sees having sex with an ex as a way to maintain control over them. So a narcissist will play games with you and manipulate you. The narcissistic ex will continue to harass you. They will threaten to tell your secrets. They will call your friends and family spreading lies. In some cases, they may even threaten to kill you or kill themselves. So, another way narcissists treat their exes is that they will sucker punch you by emotionally manipulating you. If you break it off with a narcissist, prepare for a series of emotional manipulation to land on your doorstep. The sucker punch is a low and painful blow that knocks you down emotionally. The narcissist will seek out your biggest weak points and weakness, insecurity, or they'll touch on something they know will really hurt you and cause you a lot of pain, and they'll go all out with it. They will give you heavy blows on this. Your narcissistic ex will do everything in their powers to slice open insecurities and exploit weaknesses. They'll bring about triggering topics to provoke you, and yes, they'll do it both publicly and privately. Despite the fact that you are no longer together with your narcissistic ex, the narcissist wants you to remain broken, confused, always unhappy, and permanently in pain and suffering. They'll do everything they can to damage you and bring you back down to the level of inferiority and unhappiness they believe you're supposed to be at and stay at. The narcissist never wants to see you successful or happy without them. Distraction is their goal. And they operate like sledgehammers. Even if you cut them off completely, it may take a couple of months for them to move on. Number 8 way narcissists treat their exes. They'll not respect your boundaries and they'll invade your space and constantly harass you. They'll fight against your set boundaries. A narcissist hates boundaries. If you put up a boundary with a narcissist, they'll fight against it. No matter how many times you tell your ex-narcissistic partner to stop contacting you, they'll keep contacting you and showing up. They don't care about your boundaries. They'll text you, they'll WhatsApp you, they'll inbox you. They'll call you, they'll send you emails and flood your DMs with their toxicity, foolishness, and mundane thoughts. In a narcissist world, they're the only person that matters. Your request to cease all contacts will go in one ear and immediately fly out of the other ear. They will continue texting, emailing, calling, and bombarding you with messages on your social media pages. Don't break down and respond. That's what they want you to do. Instead, get that narcissist blocked. Block them on social media platforms. And tell your friends and family to do the same. This is one instance where ghosting someone is very smart, sweet, and it's satisfying. So the narcissist wants to always stay and keep in touch with their exes to keep them under control. Remember, the narcissist's main mission is to control you, your environment, and everything about you. The narcissist isn't concerned about the rejection. In fact, they don't mind it at all. In fact, the narcissist is happy to get a reaction from you. Whether it is negative or positive, they are happy that they provoked you to react. Your narcissistic ex main mission and plan is to keep you within reach. As long as you are reacting, they are happy. That's all that matters to them. Number 9 way narcissists treat their exes. They'll belittle you and remind you how weak you are. And they'll tell you that you'll never find anyone like them. The narcissist will attempt to convince you that they're the best lover you've ever had. Not only were they kind, caring, loving, giving, and compassionate, but they'll remind you that they gave you the best sex of your life. After that, the conversation will switch to them telling you that you'll never find anyone to love you better than they did. Because to them, you are flawed. You're not perfect. You have problems. So instead, you should be grateful that someone accepts you as you are. That's what the narcissist wants you to believe. So that is a classic manipulative strategy that narcissists use to keep their victims under control. And that is by looking down upon you and belittling you. They will tell you, their victim, All right? The narcissists will tell you, what would you do if I wasn't here to support you? They will say things like, you can't do anything without me. So after hearing statements like this all the time, you eventually start believing those statements and your self-esteem suffers. So such gaslighting statements are meant to devalue you and belittle you and make you feel worthless and incapable of anything. What are you going to do without me? The narcissistic ex will tell you, you'll never find someone as good as me. You need me to protect you. So these are some of the common examples of narcissists' breakup talk. And it serves two purposes: eroding your self-esteem and bolstering their ego. Your narcissistic ex will be reminding you and telling you that your weaknesses are the reasons why you will never find anyone to love you as much as they love you. Number 10 way how narcissists treat their exes. They will cut open uncertainties and take advantage of your shortcomings. Your narcissistic ex will do their best to cut open uncertainties and take advantage of your shortcomings. They will frequently introduce points to evoke a reaction from you, to provoke you to react. And what's more, they'll do it both openly and secretively, since narcissists love destroying others. So to face a narcissist, you need to understand their behavior. Their behavior is how they support their uncertainty and deep-seated insecurities. So, stage 1, the narcissist will blame you and try to play the victim so that they can have you back. Stage 2, if that doesn't work out, they will start spreading rumors around. Then stage 3, they will reach the people you are close with and try to pull them away from you through manipulation and lies. And stage 4, if your ex sees you happy, that will be a bigger trigger for them because they wanted to hurt you. So you being able to move on before they do is something their ego can't handle. So, number 11 way narcissists treat their exes is that they'll flirt with their ex. The narcissists will want their ex to be their friend with benefits. Narcissists are good at flirting by playing with their ex's emotions and exciting their curiosity. Flirting makes the narcissist feel sexy and wanted because it boosts their ego and sense of self-importance. Remember, narcissists have fragile egos. Therefore, flirting is very beneficial to them. Them being still desired by their ex despite having discarded them boosts their fragile egos. The narcissist will cheat on their current partner with their exes. Number 12 way narcissists treat their exes is that they'll keep trying to sleep with you. It is not a secret that narcissists are good in bed, and they know this. And one of the reasons they get away with so much abuse is that the makeup of sex is always mind-blowing. So you can expect your ex to start sending you steamy text messages to remind you of how good the sex used to be. Number 13 way narcissists treat their exes. They will lie to you that they are going to see a therapist. The narcissist knows very well that they're crazy. And if you left them, they know that you know that they're crazy. So, in order to fool you into believing that that when they hoover you back, things will change. If you become their friends, things will change. They will lie to them that they're going for therapy. Remember, the narcissist has no interest in changing. The only reason they have mentioned therapy is to manipulate you. Remember, narcissists are master manipulators. Number 14 way narcissists treat their exes. They'll blame you for the breakup. They love playing the blame game. The narcissist will label you as the crazy one. The narcissist will, behind your back, label you as the crazy one that caused the breakup. Remember, the narcissist ex is not capable of seeing their part in your breakup. They will sell the breakup to others as they were a victim. And people should feel sorry for what they went through and that you are actually the crazy one. Look what you made me do. That is a common mantra among narcissists. This cowardly cry calms their guilty feelings and restores a sense of inner balance, because guilt is like kryptonite to the narcissist's brain. Regardless of who broke up, it was your fault to the narcissist. If your narcissist ex discarded you and just disappeared one day, it was because your behavior was so intolerable. That's what they'll tell you. They'll tell you they had to get out. So if you left because you could no longer handle the cycle of abuse, then the narcissist will say they only treated you that way because your actions forced them to. So when it comes to the blame game, the narcissists are master players of that game. You are in a lose situation with narcissists in the blame game. Their maniacal aversion to shame and embarrassment means they'll blame you for the separation, for the breakup, no matter the circumstances. Number 15 way narcissists treat their exes. They'll spread lies about their exes. They'll smear the reputation of their exes. They'll go on a smear campaign mission. Narcissists are extremely bitter exes, and they will always attempt to seek revenge. Why do narcissists talk about their exes? Because they love tearing other people to shreds. It boosts their confidence and keeps away feelings of inadequacy. So expect them to smear your name when you split, when you break up. Narcissists have got a reputation to uphold. When the relationship comes to an end, the last thing they need is for their ex to start trashing their name. So they'll get in there first. They'll want to be the first ones to trash their exes, their name. So the narcissist is never concerned about hurting people's feelings or being remorseful about their actions. No, they are more worried about saving face. Preserving their reputation is more important to the narcissist than anything else. The narcissist ex will use social media to smear your name from TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, LinkedIn. Prepare for it. Talk with your friends and family and get them ready too. Let them know smear campaign is coming. The narcissist will therefore spread lies to all your mutual friends and even sometimes to your family members and start telling them how much of a terrible partner you are and how they suffered at your hands. Whether your family friends believe the narcissist or not is irrelevant. The most important thing for the narcissist is that they've sown a seed of doubt so that when you do tell your side of the story, your friends and family members will be skeptical. Number 16 way narcissists treat their exes. They'll blackmail their exes. The narcissist will collect incriminating evidence about their ex, and when they need to, they'll use it against them. This evidence could be compromising text messages or nude pictures and photos of their exes. They'll use whatever material they have against their ex, and of course, they'll take pleasure in seeing them squirm. For instance, since you're saying you don't want to be friends anymore, the narcissist will remind you that he's got something on you that could destroy you. Then, since narcissists love using shock value, they'll text you in the middle of the night, for instance, with the nude photos with a caption that says something, for instance, like, what do you think your friends, your family, your boss, or your social media followers would think if a picture like this got leaked to them? They get their sick kicks from making threats, and they'll use whatever they have to get their past lovers to do exactly what they want, which means breaking the cycle of abuse can be excessively tough with a narcissist. Number 17 way how narcissists treat their exes. They'll future fake with false promises. When they're done throwing tantrums and tossing around threats, narcissists often do an about turn and start throwing false promises. They'll love bomb you and tell you what you want to hear. They're going through therapy, for instance. They're a changed person. They now realize they're the ones to be blamed. All these are lies. Don't believe it. It's just another control tactic. The real goal, the main mission of the narcissist is to ensnare you so that the manipulation games can recommence again. Number 18 way narcissists treat their exes. The narcissist ex will always do certain things. 4 things. Isolation is one. Your narcissist ex will do whatever they can to cut you off from supportive friends, family, or resources. Then they will do deflection. Your narcissistic ex will shift blame to anyone and anything else to avoid taking responsibility for their role in the demise of the relationship. Then the other one is manipulation. Your ex will claim credit for all the goods that happened, even if they weren't the reason for it. They'll also make sure the limelight stays on them and the benefits packs end up being theirs. And they will intimidate you. Your ex will bluster, threaten, and try to scare you into doing things their way or keeping their secrets. Number 19 way how narcissists treat their exes. They will try to hoover and come back to whoever they have successfully manipulated. Narcissists will come back to whoever they have successfully manipulated, especially if they are having trouble manipulating anyone new. They want their egos stroked and their self-confidence back. So they will come knocking on the door of someone in their past in the hopes they can feel their confidence tank again. And number 20 way that narcissists will treat their exes. This is the last one. After the narcissist has used all their strategies, weapons of mass destruction, and nothing seems to work. They'll resort to emotional blackmail. I'm going to talk about suicide here, and I don't take suicide lightly. So I advise you to seek professional help if it ever comes to your narcissist talking about suicide. However, research suggests that when a person is going to kill themselves, they don't talk about it. They just do it. So if your narcissistic ex-partner starts threatening to take their life, to commit suicide, they are more than likely playing games on you. They're trying to make you feel sorry for them. And they want you worried that they'll actually commit suicide so that you can go running back to them. So whether your ex is serious or not, whether a narcissistic ex wants to commit suicide or not, please don't fall for it. Don't fall for this trap. Instead, refer them to a counselor, a therapist, and keep it moving. Keep moving on. Thank you for watching this video. If you love it, please share this video widely to all those who may need it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe. If you love this video, you like it, you think you've gained something, just appreciate this video, appreciate the channel by clicking that subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button, share this video to WhatsApp groups, to Facebook groups, to your friends, email it to your friends, your email contacts, your email list. Share it widely to everybody who may need it. Share it to all those groups, all those people who need this kind of information. Thank you. God bless you. Let's stay connected. Please watch my other videos also in this channel. If you love this video, please make sure you watch my other videos. Let's grow together. Let's build each other up. Thank you. God bless you. Catch you later in the next video.